Hello there. I just want to talk about the rhetoric that's been spouted off recently. Are we going to a second Cold War? Are we heading towards World War III? Okay. We've already been in a Cold War. We've been there for a year now. Some could argue longer. Because you've already lived in a world your entire life where weapons exist that could destroy multiple cities and fly across the planet in 30 minutes. You've already lived in a world where that exists. So why are you only recently getting concerned? Now, I'm not saying that, I'm not being stupid. I know I am more worried now than I was years ago. Obviously, I'm not talking like I've always been just so awake to everything. No, but I personally have always had anxiety about it, worry about it, because it is something that is looming over us. It is above us. It is just waiting to happen, and it's scary. However, I'm not trying to make you as scared as I am. What I am trying to show you is that nothing has changed. Obviously, it's escalated pretty far, but we were already going to nuclear war. People have only started to think about getting concerned whenever the nuclear treaty, the arms race pact, Russia backed out of it. So we have a few questions. What confines of that agreement did the United States and Russia follow? Do you think that all the accounted for ICBM units is all that they have? You think they're really going to tell each other the amount they truly have? Do you really think that research and development has ceased? Hell, hypersonic missile research has continued. We have continued to saber rattle each other, make little sneak disses. We've continued to pump fake and, just threats and threats and threats, constant, calling each other's bluff. That doesn't sound like anything's changed when the paper goes away. So we are no closer to nuclear war today than we were the day before the pact was backed out on. So my point here is we've already been going to nuclear war. We've already been in a Cold War, okay? We're already in one. We are at the brink of World War III, but we're at that stage where we can maybe get out of it. We could back out. But everyone needs to be aware of this. Maybe some changes can be made. But most importantly, I don't want you to worry. I want you to love the life you have. But be real. Be real about it. Stop worrying about trivial things. I mean, you could say that this is trivial, me telling you, but it's just because I can't get over how people are still thinking that we're not in a Cold War or that nuclear war isn't coming. They're like, oh, it won't happen. Oh, the deterrence. What deterrence? We've got two old pieces of shit who couldn't care less if they left the world a smoldering ball of shit for the rest of us. We've got ego, pride. We've got all of that at play here. What deterrence do we have anymore? We don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. There could still be a deterrence. That's probably why Russia is escalating to de-escalate. That's what they're doing whenever they back out of that treaty. They're trying to show that they're serious, trying to call the United States bluff and back and forth, vice versa. But it's basically escalate to de-escalate. Maybe that'll show us that they're serious. Russia and the United States are pretty powerful, and Russia is the biggest threat to the United States and vice versa as well. But nothing's changed. We've already been at the start of World War III now. There could be going back. The good news is that China and Belarus talking about peace and wanting that. I mean, they're backpedaling pretty quickly because, see, China is a propaganda country. So is North Korea. North Korea, see, they want some attention lately. They're like, oh man, everyone's getting attention and I got to get some attention. So let me go shoot some fish. Let me go saber rattle the United States even though no one's scared of me. Please take me seriously. I'm a nuclear power. North Korea is useless. China is not useless. They make a lot of the good. Chinese people are awesome. The CCP sucks. This is something that no matter what political view you have, you can agree. China is garbage. China is the worst. Thank you for the China virus, China. That's the thing. But China is not as big as a threat as they claim. It's all propaganda. In fact, when Nancy Pelosi said she was going to go to Taiwan. They said if she arrived in Taiwan, China said if she arrives in Taiwan, we will retaliate. So Nancy Pelosi shows up. And China, they shoot fish. They retaliate on the ocean. They kill a lot of fish, and that showed us. We're really scared now. Russia's a big threat, though. Russia's a big threat because they have just as many, or if not more, ICBMs accounted for as NATO combined. We are a danger to each other. It's nothing to play around with. No matter how much they're struggling in the Ukraine war or not, no matter what, or if it's just propaganda and they're actually winning or whatever, it shouldn't take them this long. He said he'd have it annexed in a very short amount of time, but it's still going on, so I don't know. But that doesn't matter, because conventional war doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how weak Russia might be in this conflict right now, because we're not going to go to conventional war. We might go to conventional war with China whenever they try to invade Taiwan, but conventional war does not exist anymore. So recognize that there is no winning. I see a lot of people acting like this is like a football game. Like, oh, Team Ukraine, Team Russia. Hey, how about Team I like to be alive? I like to breathe. I like to wake up in the morning. You fucking idiot. You live on YouTube shorts all day. And you look at like pro-Putin videos. I've never seen so many grown men worship someone. It's pathetic. It's not about Biden or Putin. It's about the lives of people. That's what we got to realize. It's about your life. We are all at risk. We are all at danger. Doesn't matter what country you live in. We are all at danger right now. Now, the peace talks could be a good news. It could be everyone is backpedaling. Maybe there is going to be an agreement. However, the bad news is that I've counted, and this is just what I've counted as of today, 26 explosions in the United States in the past month and a half. We have metal fab warehouse explosions. We have train derailment in Palestine, Ohio. We have all these things, and most of them are not being talked about. So what's going on here? Is it internal affairs? Is it like internal sabotage? Some people say on the far right that maybe this is the beginning of the 2030 agenda. It's getting real. It's getting real. So is it internal sabotage? Is it other governments paying off people inside the United States to destroy these warehouses? Or is it Russia themselves destroying the warehouses as retaliation for us blowing up the pipeline, which obviously the United States did? Who knows? But what's it matter? It doesn't matter what warehouses you destroy. You better target the ICBM silos, because that's the real threat. But still, this is getting real, and it's kind of sad, because is World War III being hidden from us? Is there already a conflict? It's a time to stop being divided. But I'm not a loud voice. Well, I'm pretty loud right now. My crackhead energy, I hope it's not too much to bear with. Obviously, I'm off my medication, so this is how I get. But I just wanted to talk about something. Honestly, I just wanted to make a video in general, and this is all I really had in mind. If you have a different opinion, or if you have anything to make me feel better, or to tell me, hey, you're wrong, and this is why, please tell me, and I will not be offended at all. So, thank you for watching, and just appreciate your life, and maybe things will just change as we all get better, and yeah.